From the very moment you are born, you are surrounded by noise. It's not the noise of the streets or the chatter of people around you. No, it's the constant hum of expectations, of society's rules, of the invisible pressures that push and pull on you. This noise is the kind of noise you never chose. It's like a silent curse that's embedded in your skin, unnoticed but ever present. Society sells you the idea of safety, comfort, and acceptance. It tells you, follow the rules. Stay within the lines. Fit in, and you'll find happiness. But deep down, you know something's off. You can feel it in those quiet moments when insomnia strips away the distractions, when it's just you alone with your thoughts. You realize that the promises they made are empty. Comfort, you see, is a prison with no bars. It lulls you into a state of numbness, quiets your spirit, and slowly kills you. Yet, it convinces you that you are safe, that this numbness is protection. But here's the thing. Safety is not freedom. The comfort you cling to comes with a steep price, the price of losing your authenticity. And that price, it's higher than you think. Friedrich Nietzsche, centuries ago, shouted into the void, "You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star." Chaos, pain, loneliness, they are not your enemies. They are the only true allies you will have if you choose the brutal path of authenticity. And it's a brutal path, make no mistake. You see, the world is not ready for a mind that thinks for itself. Society, the herd, fears the black sheep, not because it's dangerous, but because it reminds them that there's always the possibility of a different path. They taught you to fear suffering, but what they didn't tell you is that suffering is not a punishment. It's the chisel that shapes the unbreakable mind. Every disappointment, every fall, every betrayal, every dark night of the soul, it's all a test. And here's the truth that most people can't bear to hear. Most people fail not because they can't succeed, but because they run from these tests. They choose the warm, comfortable mediocrity instead of the cold, glacial challenge of self-improvement. A strong mind is not built by passing motivation, nor is it forged in moments of inspiration. A strong mind is made through daily resistance, through choosing to keep going even on the grayest days when there's no applause, no recognition, no witnesses. No one applauds the warrior who trains in the dark, but it's in that darkness where true mental empires are built. True success doesn't need an audience. Genuine success happens in silence, in those moments when others are busy seeking validation, when they're chasing the approval of the mediocre. And that's when you'll become a threat to them, without even realizing it. When you begin to question the status quo, when your gaze pierces through the surface and seeks out the essence of things, you will discomfort the comfortable ones. They will see you as an intruder, an uncomfortable reminder of their early surrender to mediocrity. They will try to bring you back to the fold with their criticisms dressed up as advice. They'll tell you to be realistic, not to complicate your life, that it isn't worth it. But don't listen to them. Those pieces of advice, they're chains disguised as flowers. They will keep you in line, keep you from walking your true path. The true revolution is not about changing the world. It's about changing yourself in front of a world that demands your obedience. Let chaos pass through you, but not to destroy you. Let it transform you. Do not flee from the emptiness of existence. The void is not a threat. It is simply a blank space waiting for you to write your own story. Many people are terrified of that emptiness, but what they fail to understand is that it is the very canvas upon which your life's masterpiece will be painted. And when you begin to live by your own rules, when you embrace your authenticity, you will inevitably face friction. It will be uncomfortable. It will feel heartbreaking at times. And yes, it will seem unbearable. But remember this, every moment of resistance you experience is a declaration of independence. True freedom doesn't come when challenges disappear. It comes when you grow beyond those challenges. The world will test you. It will push you to conform, to give in, to surrender your essence in exchange for comfort. But if you're willing to walk the path of authenticity, if you're willing to endure the discomfort of self-improvement, you will rise above the noise. You will transcend the mediocrity that keeps others trapped in their lives of silent resignation. Ask yourself every day, am I living to satisfy someone else's expectations, or am I forging my own path? This question may seem simple, but it's the most crucial one you can ask yourself. Because here's the harsh reality. If you don't define your own path, someone else will. And trust me, they won't do it with your best interests in mind. They will do it with their own comfort in mind. External systems, systems that promise you stability, security, and success, are sugar traps. They seduce you with sweetness, with the illusion of safety, but they weaken you with every bite. True authenticity, true sovereignty, is not something that can be imposed on you from the outside. It's something that you build from within. And to get there, to reach that place of inner sovereignty, you must go through the storm. Don't avoid it. Don't wait for it to pass. Go through it. Hold your head high, even as the wind tears at your skin. And when you face loneliness, because you will, and it will be a constant companion, don't see it as a weakness or a failure. See it as proof that you've stepped off the beaten path. The greatest minds, the most resilient souls, have known loneliness as intimately as they know their own thoughts. They have spoken to their demons and turned them into allies. They didn't seek to be understood. And that, my friend, is a trap. Seeking to be understood by others is a luxury. If you want to grow, if you want to evolve, you must learn to embrace misunderstanding as your guide. In the pursuit of your true self, isolation will become your greatest teacher. It will show you who you really are, not the version that fits into society's mold, but the version that's unapologetically you. And while the world may not understand you, that's okay. You don't need their approval. The understanding of others is not a requirement for greatness. It's an unnecessary luxury. The more you rise, the less others will understand you. But that's exactly how it should be. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Suffering comes from resistance to the reality of life, from trying to make things conform to the comfortable lie that you've been sold. But if you learn to accept discomfort, if you learn to embrace it as an essential part of your growth, you will find that each hardship you face without bending the knee becomes another building block in the fortress of your mind. The strong mind is not one that has never been broken. It is one that has been tested and has chosen, time and time again, to rise above it all. Being the absolute master of your existence carries a brutal burden. It means accepting that there is no safety net, no guarantee of smooth sailing. Every decision you make matters. Every mistake is yours to own. But in that acceptance, in that responsibility, lies a freedom more powerful than anything the world can offer you. It is a freedom that does not depend on external validation, on the applause of others. It is the freedom to be yourself, to be true to your essence, no matter the cost. You will be criticized. They will point out your scars, your flaws, your imperfections. But those who criticize do so from a place of fear. They live in safety, in the comfort of the herd, while you stand outside, daring to walk the path that they are too afraid to even consider. They are terrified of you because you remind them of their own surrender. You remind them that they could have chosen a different path, but chose not to. They will try to pull you back into the fold, to bring you back into the comfort zone of mediocrity. But don't listen to them. Don't make the mistake of thinking their words matter. The true revolution is not about changing the world. It is about changing yourself in front of a world that demands your conformity. Let the chaos pass through you, but don't let it destroy you. Let it transform you into someone who is capable of standing strong in the face of adversity, someone who knows that true freedom comes not when the challenges disappear, but when you rise above them. Loneliness will be your most loyal companion, and that's not a bad thing. It is not a sign of failure. It is the sign of a person who has chosen to walk a different path. The great builders of unbreakable minds have known loneliness intimately. They've used it to fuel their transformation, to grow stronger, sharper, and more resilient. And so can you. True success does not require an audience. It happens in silence, in the moments when no one is watching, when no one is cheering you on. It happens when you stand up, not because someone told you to, but because you know it's the right thing to do. Genuine success is not about accolades or applause. It is about living with authenticity, with courage, with the strength to keep moving forward, even when the world around you is content to stay in the shallow waters of conformity.